Yo,
No, don't
this
go yet. Don't go yet. We live, but we fucked it up, bro. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, none of my stuff is here. All right, go ahead.
Damn.
Take off, Johnny.
Wait,
Yo.
May's out Mondays.
I know, bro.
Yeah, why?
this
None of the
This
stuff
is-
is here.
the big college. I mean, the big college football.
Oh man,
11. We all messed up today, y'all. We all messed up.
All right,
look
hold on.
like the little-
Hold on. We starting over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
We
all
starting
right.
over.
Started.
Turn it up, here we go. You've been waiting all week. Now you know the time has come. We're taking the floor. Strap in tight, we're ready for more. It's 11 o'clock time to bring it. The big show's here. You know we're gonna win it. Game day fever, feel it in your bones. We're cranking it loud through your headphones.
Yo, this is the big college football show at 11 that starts at 10:45, that starts at 10:30, depending on the week. But one thing you gonna know, we here for y'all Saturday morning. So
Big facts.
another banger. This has been one of the best weeks of college football, best years of college football in a long time, bro. Like week to week, there's a banger, there's a surprise upset. Like nobody gets a week off. You take a week off this year, you're gonna be licking your wounds. Like what happened? I don't know what happened. We should have beat them. I don't know what happened. What happened was you weren't prepared and you done got mollywopped. You got an L. Take your L. I don't want to hear your excuses. Take your L. So last night we had a banger. Miami. Down goes Miami. Down goes Miami. You know, the yachts, the white girls, and everything done went down.
Yo, hey.
Miami style.
Hey, yo,
Somebody found Michael Irvin. He's in a bad place right now.
he's with Dan Lanning. Him and Dan Lanning, they got the same supplier.
Facts.
You
Oh my
better watch
God.
them because ain't no telling what they're gonna be doing. They might try to make up for it and watch for Michael Irvin. So they go down. Carson Beck throws 4 interceptions. So that was last night. So the week started off with a bang. We already got a banger. Boom, bang, bow. Yeah, you're out. You're about to take a big dip in the rankings. Miami. Sorry for you. Shout out to Miller Moss out there balling. And shout out to that Louisville defense. Them boys was out there picking everything. I'm seeing crazy picks. I ain't like these dudes looking like they Bama or somebody in their prime. They looking like 2023 Michigan or something. They looking like somebody. Hey, who are these dudes? But this Saturday, okay, Josh is here. They looking like 2024 OSU defense.
I just wanted to ask a question. Are we going to have that number one segment again? Because like Miami's clearly not number one.
Not this.
We don't need to do. We don't need to do that.
State's not
We
number
don't
one.
need to do that this week.
Memphis is number one. It's clear.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
But
Right.
besides that, we got a nice slate of games, y'all. This is these aren't sleeper games. These are big time matchups. We got Ole Miss, Georgia. We got LSU, Vandy. We got USC, Notre Dame, and we got Tennessee, Alabama, and we got Michigan, Washington. Which Michigan, I know people like, well, man, Michigan in there. This ain't no big time ranked matchup. With Michigan's coach being kind of on the percolator, it's time for the percolator. It's time he percolating. He percolating. So that's why we're gonna talk about that one too, because he loses this one, the fan base is about to they on your head. And if the media gets on board with it, which they probably will soon, Sharon Moore, you gonna be in a bad place, my brother. So let's get to it. What we got? What's our first one? The review
Oregon, Indiana. Oregon, Indiana recap.
Yes, sir. So Oregon, Indiana last week. Most of us, I think all of us picked Oregon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I pick Indiana.
I should have known. I should have known to go with the Google Me guy over the come on, let's take a trip to the bathroom real quick guy.
Yo.
I should have knew. When I was saying it, something said to not take him, but I did, and Indiana came out and gave them a control butt one, but it really could have been uglier than it was. So, what y'all got on this one, Maniac? Take it off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, good morning to all, man. Happy Saturday. Another fresh day of college football. But man, last week, our conference, I was home, right? With Michigan, Ohio State in the Big Ten, and Oregon, Indiana. This is Indiana. We know last season, playoff berth. We're looking like, man, are they really for real, man? We don't know. And they gotta go into Oregon. Yeah, it might be a tough game, but I gotta take Oregon. No. Cignetti solidify himself right now as an elite coach in college football in the last 2 years, not overall. And what Indiana did, man, was they controlled the game on both sides of the line of scrimmage, especially on the road. That's important. And what really impressed me, guys, was not a lot of mistakes. There was some here, but very minimal. They were very disciplined. The O-line, very, very few communication mistakes. Mendoza, he was out there with the exception of that pick six. He played a flawless game, man. They D-line got at Dante Moore. They were knocking him out, clothesline, elbow, whatever people's chant move, whatever you want to call it. It was happening to him. The dude was on the floor like, yo, come on. Like, do something. These guys is on me. And that's something that you want to see from anybody's. You want to see from your team. So for Indiana to go in there and beat them non-fluke, straight domination, there's no doubt in my mind Indiana is a team to look out for, a team that can make a deep run as long as they can stay healthy. I mean, and again, Oregon is not out the picture. I think Oregon to make the playoffs, but they got some questions to be answered.
Got you. Josh, what you got on the game of the week? Josh done finally lost the game. Oh man, I'm okay so
with
sad.
it. I'm okay with it because Dan Lanning also lost the game. So, it's cool. It's cool. Apparently, Mays needs to Google Cignetti some more because it's Cignetti.
You're right.
Just saying, Google him, and you would have got that right.
Anyway, that's a good one. That was good.
I know, right? Yeah. I know. All right. So, big win for Indiana, obviously. It got Cignetti a nice little paycheck. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of Mendoza. I like him to be a Heisman finalist. Elijah Surratt, dope wide receiver, would be a shoo-in for the Biletnikoff to me if it wasn't for another name out there, Jeremiah Smith.
Makai Lemon.
Jeremiah Smith. Anyway, going into Austin is a huge win for especially a team that was that had 2 wins a couple years ago. So Getty completely turned that team around. So that's a huge win. But at the same time, what is Oregon what is Oregon? That's the question I have now, because your big win was Penn State, and Penn State it has 3 losses, like I predicted.
And that was a battle.
It was a battle. It was a battle. And so you lose by 2 scores at home. What is Oregon? I don't know.
Should have been
I don't have
3.
an answer for
Should have
that.
been 3 scores, honestly.
Facts. No, Indiana completely manhandled them. So this is not a take on Indiana, because Indiana has shown improving multiple times. Completely obliterated Illinois. And then, obviously the win against Oregon here. So this is not a loss to Indiana, but I do want to know what Oregon is now. That's all.
Good question. You're right. Good question.
Yeah, that's fair. As for me, I didn't see this coming. I did think that traveling on the road for Indiana to Autzen Stadium would be too much for them. But Curt Cignetti is he's everything that he says he is. That's crazy, right? Like, nobody else has to talk for him, because he gonna do it himself, and he definitely is having a good accord of himself so far, and that's impressive, because I think he has like a 8%. We talked about this last night, 8% blue chip ratio, and Oregon is full of blue chips. It's blue chips up and down that roster, while again Indiana didn't have that level of talent going into that game, and Curt Cignetti is just out coaching everyone. And that's the difference right now. So,
Yeah.
Got you. Yes, sir. So, what can we say about it? This year is full of surprises. Y'all thought Cignetti was a joke with all the portal additions last year. Like, oh, they had an easy schedule. This year, he did the same thing, and he say, "Hey, am I still a joke? If you think so, you best Google me." So let's get to the first game. Let's get to our first matchup. We got USC at Notre Dame. Touchdown, Jesus.
Damn, 10-point favorite. Damn.
Yeah. And so USC is coming up off the big time win they had against Michigan in the Coliseum. Notre Dame is trying to keep this winning streak going. They had 2 tough games, and now they've been winning against, lower level talent competition, I guess you would say, but they still winning. So if Notre Dame gets through USC, this could be, they probably going to make the playoff, because they probably going to win out, even though I don't like them. But what you got, M3?
Yeah, for me, this is a big one for both of these teams, right? Because I think you talked about it. If USC wins this, then they are definitely on everybody's radar as like a legit CFP contender, right? And everybody has to take them serious. And what's left on their schedule, right, to impede them on getting there, it's not very many great games left for them. Then Notre Dame, if Notre Dame loses this game, I'm just talking now on if USC wins. If Notre Dame loses, then they would have lost to all the good teams on their schedule.
Yeah.
Just flat out. And it would make it very difficult for them to make the CFP. In fact, for me, they would be out of contention, because you can't beat anybody good. So this is a big game for both of them. And on the flip side, if Notre Dame wins, then, like Johnny said, they keep the streak going. Their young quarterback CJ Carr is looking really good. I can't take anything away from him on that front. And USC goes back to, what is USC, right? Like Josh is talking about Oregon. What is USC? They just beat down Michigan. They got a loss to Illinois. Then they sandwiched, a loss to Notre Dame. You don't know what they are necessarily. So it's a lot of questions will be answered in this game, except for if USC loses, because we don't know who they are or what they are.
Yeah.
Got you. Maniac. Tell them what you got.
Yes, sir. So it's, first of all, I think 10 points is wild. They violate in USC. And it's true. What is USC? Because today we're going to find out what Michigan really is. And we get smoked today. That win doesn't really hold much weight for USC. But one thing USC has been is consistent offensively. Every game they put in the points. Lincoln Riley's in his bag this season. Notre Dame's defense hasn't been the best. You could score points on that defense. The problem is, again, they traveling across country, they going Midwest, they playing on the road, but it's a late start for them, so that kind of helps with their body. Maeva, Makai Lemon, Jordan, the running back, Lane, these guys, they're going to move the ball against USC. The question to me, gentlemen, is can USC's defense replicate what they did last week against Notre Dame? No, Notre Dame offensively is a better team than Michigan right now. So they're going to score points against USC. By how much points, And one thing USC does good regardless is they get after the quarterback. They could get after the quarterback. So I expect them to really pressure CJ Carr, who even in losses played well. So this is a very intriguing matchup. This is one of the biggest rivalries in college football, by the way. I think it's in the bottom, but it's still USC Notre Dame holds a lot of weight, a lot of players. You're talking about blue bloods here. So I expect this to be a very good game, but I'm eager to see USC's defense. I want to see how good they really are tonight.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Josh, our resident Buckeye.
So I feel two ways about this one. On one hand, you let a Notre Dame fan tell you the two biggest games that they've had so far, they've only lost by a total of 4 points, which is true. It is true. On the other hand, their defense let Purdue score 30 points. Right. So, and then every other team that they beat, sure, they beat them by a landslide, but who were they? This is a rivalry game. It's at Notre Dame. I'm going to choose Notre Dame to win this game. I do like USC's offense. And like I said, Notre Dame's defense can be suspect at times. But I'm going to go with the Fighting Irish.
Gotcha.
This wasn't the time to do it.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said that, I was like, Maze is going to be mad. But
it's all good. It's all good.
It's cool.
Let's get it.
That's a $50 fine. $50 fine.
Bet. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Fine, yo.
Against Notre Dame. I need USC. Lincoln Riley, you got one left? I need it today. I need it tonight.
Damn.
So that's what we're going with. Notre Dame, USC. I mean, I think USC's offense is going to be a headache for that Notre Dame defense. And CJ Carr, Jeremiah Love, those dudes are playing very well. But USC's defense, they showed us a little something last week. Now they were going against Michigan's offense. So we're going to see, have they fixed the holes in their defense, or was it a fugazi last week playing against Michigan? So before I move on, Maze, pull up all the super chats and memberships real quick so I can knock those out.
There you go.
J.R. Morris became a member. You should become a member. Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks.
The Bull will win. Shout out to the Bull will win. He's somewhere without a shirt on.
Sure.
He became a member of the Johnny Olden channel, and you should too. Jordan, I can't say your last name, but Jordan, appreciate the $2. Dude was throwing ham sandwiches across the middle.
He's talking about Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Or picks.
Was looking straight doo-doo. But those were some amazing picks. Amazing.
That last one was crazy.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's why we love this game, though. Goes, appreciate the $20. He says, the Ohio State Buckeyes, coffee on me. Josh, get the extra grande. Get the
extra grande is crazy. The Ohio State. Let them know.
Cacadoodle, Ohio State.
Yeah.
The number one. Get it right.
And Blue Wolverine became a member. He says, yo. So let's get it.
Yo.
And the rest of y'all should become members.
Yeah,
the finger, Maze. You always got to do the finger.
Become a member of A House Divided.
Yes. There you
the
go.
Maze Madman channel. Go Blue Maniac channel. And Johnny Olden Jr. channel. Support.
Yes, sir.
Support. So moving on. The next game. Washington at Michigan. Now, this this game right here, Michigan is trying to bounce back after the loss to USC. Well, let me read this while it's up. Blue Wolverine, appreciate the $50 super sticker. He's showing support for the big college football show. You should show support.
Absolutely.
So,
All right, we're
back
going
into
Washington,
it.
Michigan.
Washington, Michigan. Michigan is we're licking our wounds. You know, I'm a Michigan fan. There's some Michigan fans up here. We're kind of licking our wounds from last week. Had an embarrassing loss at USC in the Coliseum Saturday night. Had us crying Saturday night. You know, so Michigan is trying to bounce back. Michigan is back in the big house going against Washington. You got Damon Williams Jr. This dude is nasty. He can beat you through the air. He can beat you through the ground. You make a mistake, this dude will get jiggy with you. Can I have this dance? Olay. You know what I'm saying? So Michigan will be trying to bounce back. And hey, Washington's only got one loss, and it's to Ohio State, who is the number one team. So they're trying to
should be ranked.
They should be ranked. So they beat Michigan. They probably will jump up to 24 or 23, 22 or something. So this is a big game for both schools. Sharon Moore, he's also licking his wounds because he did the little jacket thing and he got roasted to a crisp on Twitter. Ooh-wee. I don't know if I've seen anybody. That was legendary. That was a legendary roast right there.
It was bad.
Yeah.
All bias aside, Sharon Moore is a little bit of a cornball. Yes,
that's a fact.
I would say that. I would say.
It's
I think he has a goofy demeanor. You know, like the cool geeky kid. You know,
exactly.
All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah,
exactly. So he's coming off of that, the loss, and then getting roasted to a crisp on Twitter. So he's got to show something and build back the trust from the fan base and probably some of the higher ups at Michigan. You know, it's right there. And Jed Fish is trying to continue to, hey, we only got one loss. We in the Big Ten hunt. So What you got, Josh?
So when Washington played us, y'all were telling us to be worried about Desmond and Denzel Boston and Jonah Coleman. So I'm going to give y'all the same advice. This is going to be a problem. It's an offense that has multiple facets. And even though we did a good job of containing, at the very least, Denzel Boston, Desmond Roebuck, the freshman, got off. So, it's a high-powered offense. Their defense is not matching up with their offense. So, you know, hopefully for y'all, you guys can get some scoring in and Bryce Underwood can show and prove that he is that guy. But we'll see, man. It's going to be a tough game. Again, I think Washington should be ranked. It is at the big house. So it could go either way.
Got you. M3, what you got?
You know, you brought up all the great points about like Michigan needing to bounce back and Washington's high-powered offense. I think they're top 20 in scoring. Top 20 in yards per game, stuff like that. So they definitely present a challenge. We saw what Michigan did last week against a team that had a high-powered offense, which was nothing. Got out the way, let them score a touchdown. We were playing Ole defense out there. We gave up 3rd and 25 to a running play, y'all. I want that to sink in. 3rd and 25. They ran the ball. They got like 50. It's ridiculous. So there's that. But this is an opportunity for Michigan to reset, kind of get back on the right track. It's right at the halfway mark. Wink has to show a post. That defense has to show a post. I think they will. That said, I mean, Washington is going to be tough. Damon Williams is actually him. He's completing not just with his feet. He's completing 74% of his passes. Denzel Boston is a real threat. And Jonah Coleman, you know, he's got the most touchdowns, I believe, most rushing touchdowns in the country, tied for it, if not. So it's going to present a huge problem for Michigan. And this is exactly what the fans need to know exactly where Michigan is. And I agree with Josh that Washington should be ranked coming into this one.
Got you. Maniac, what you got on this one, man? Hey.
Listen. I sleep good every night. But when I wake up is when it hits me. You know, it's like, damn, what are we gonna be? More memes for Michigan? Because if we lose, this is meme city. We know, listen, man, we spoke about this for over a week going into this. We know what needs to be done. There's a lot of things Michigan needs to clean up. Does all of that get cleaned up in 1 week? Absolutely not. But we need to see some progress, something, some fire from this team. You're playing at home. Do not get embarrassed by Washington. Now, buy it. Washington is a sneaky good team. And they lost 24-6 to Ohio State. They was moving the ball. They just couldn't score. They couldn't convert. So this team is dangerous. And that's not going to stop today. Regardless, like, that's another thing. Like, I'm okay if they moving the ball as long as Wink is not calling a stupid game, right? You just like, yo, that was a hell of a catch. Damn, that was good blocking. Like that, you just got to accept, bro. Other teams are going to execute against you. But when we get them into the red zone, what are we doing? Are they scoring 7 or are they scoring 3? That's going to be the difference. Washington's going to move the ball. But again, I've mentioned this. Washington has given up 16 sacks. So their O-line is not really good. This is an opportunity for Michigan's D-line to regain that swagger we thought they had after the Nebraska game. Let's get it back, bro. 6 games in, we got 6 games left. This is week 1, man. Forget everything that happened 6 weeks ago. This is week 1. This is the first game of the season. This is opening day for Michigan. We at home, the big noon kickoff in the big house. Let's get it done, because regardless of Michigan win, this is a good win. And I'm glad it's Washington, not Purdue, not Northwestern, because you know what? This team is coming to punch Michigan in the mouth. Jeff Fish ain't there. He said, yes, I had a nice little time here in the big house, but you know what? I want to leave with a dub. And he just don't want to leave with a dub, gentlemen. He want to leave with an ass kicking. You know that saying? Bro, don't kick a brother while he's down. That's what they're going to do. They're going to stomp right on our fingertips, holding on the cliff, or we gonna get back up on that ledge. We'll see today, man. We'll see today. Eyes ain't on Washington. Eyes is on Michigan. That sideline and body language of these players.
Ooh, chill out, Maniac. Hey, you gotta chill out, brother. You cooking this? It's too early for you to be cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, boy. It's too early. We got to watch the game. We're gonna be asleep. We're gonna have the itis messing with this dude.
Yeah,
he done came out cooking. Okay. Hey, what else can I say? What else can I say after that? You know, Michigan has to bounce back and get this win. Everything else, put it out the window. Last week, next week, it's all about focusing on this game. This is kind of your season. You know, it can go up or it can go down. Which one is it gonna be? Hey, find some cojones. Somebody in that locker room, find some cojones. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be watching and waiting. You know,
Johnny, what they said, let your nuts hang.
Let them hang. Let them hang. Hey.
Oh.
But
is Sharon Moore wearing the team colors today?
Oh my God!
See, Josh, I don't know why you see.
Don't get this man started.
Don't get Tupac Johnny. We don't need Tupac
Wear the
Johnny.
team colors. Wear the team colors. First things first. Sharon, you're the head coach at Michigan. Wear maize and blue. This ain't Iowa. This ain't black in maize. It's maize and blue. And then, okay, I'm gonna.
But
you're
not wearing the team.
This ain't a team show, Josh. This ain't a team show. I'm trying to be fair. You know what? All right, Josh.
Oh, nah, the hat was fly. The hat was fly. Look at this.
What's up, Josh? What's up?
Damn.
See you in November.
Yo.
Damn. See you in November, Josh.
Right.
Tupac Johnny.
Next thing I know, the Buffs are going to come out.
I ain't the coach, but see you in November since we
talking. Are the Buffs coming out next?
If you keep talking, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
What's up? Now, look, Johnson derailed the show. Let's get back to it. Let's reset.
Let's reset.
Let's
Yeah,
reset.
absolutely.
Reset.
For sure.
Timeout. Let's call it timeout. 30-second
Yeah,
timeout.
time out. So
Let's reset.
the next game we got, since I kind of skipped over one, I don't know what happened, but let's get it. Tennessee at Alabama. Woo,
Ooh.
these games, this is crazy, bro. These matchups we getting week to week, it just gets better and better, it feels like. So you got Tennessee coming in, number one scoring offense. Joey Aguilar out there cooking in Josh Heupel's scheme. That spread scheme where he's going to have his wide receivers flanked all the way out there. They all the way out there. He might be on the sideline. You don't know. He's all the way out there. So they're going to spread your defense as thin as possible. And it's a beautiful thing if you like a passing offense. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Alabama, Kalen DeBoer. We thought DeBoer was on the downside when they lost to Florida State. And he said, hold on, y'all might need to Google me. I can coach a little bit too. I might not be Nick Saban, but hey, around Washington, they say I'm pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? So he's got Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is starting to become, he's moving up the rankings to, hey, I might be a Heisman level player, So both teams coming in with high-powered passing offenses. So we're gonna find out who's got the best passing offense in this one. So that's what's about to happen. M3, what you got on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think 7.5 is a lot. We ain't talked about the spreads too much. I think 5.5 to Michigan is a lot, right? I think Maniac brought up the damn near 10 that Notre Dame is getting for USC, but this right here, this is basically 8 points. They saying Alabama is better than Tennessee, and I don't necessarily know that that's the case, but I do think Alabama has been playing very good since that opening loss to Florida State. Now that loss doesn't look so great because Florida State went in a different direction, but all Bama can do is bounce back and react, and in the way that they have has been impressive so far. Wins over Georgia. They are, they kind of own Georgia anyway, so that was to be expected. But with that, they beat Vanderbilt, who is favored today. We'll get to that game in a second, but this Bama team does look like they are responding to Kalen DeBoer in a positive way, right? And I got to give them that credit. Tennessee, on the other hand, is another one of those teams where I don't know week to week what I'm gonna get necessarily. But this is a dangerous team, and I think 7.5 is a lot. But we'll get to that when we do our pick'ems.
Got you. Maniac, what you think? What you think?
Yeah, here we go. SEC. Here we go, man. SEC week in, week out, giving us some good games. This is not your yesterday SEC where you like, damn, these guys, these teams are good, but you just know they all beatable. Alabama, like Mays was saying, after that loss to Florida State, Alabama fans is like, here we go, just a repeat of last season. And absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. It's been the total opposite. Alabama's trending upward since that loss, and they're playing at home, and it starts with your quarterback, man. When you have a good quarterback, whether he's out there slinging it, whether he's out there game managing it, as long as he's good and not making mistakes and putting your defense in a bad position, you're going to win. And you got to be clutch, man. If you're going to win big games, your quarterback has to be clutch. So that's why he's been, man, as of late. Tennessee is another team, just like May said as well. They're good, but how good are they? I seen them in dog fights, but they're winning. That's all you can ask for is winning. This is not a nationwide rivalry, but within the SEC conference, this is bad blood. Bama and Tennessee do not like each other. They really don't. So I expect this to be a hard-hitting game, a very physical game. But they are going to Tuscaloosa, a place that's hard to win at. And I think Kalen DeBoer, he's just right now he's in the zone, man. He's in the zone, man. But Josh Heupel, you never know. You know, Aguilar, that offense is cooking. They very high powered, but you know, it's gonna be defense. We know what they could do offensively, but whose defense is gonna show up tonight, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Josh, tell us why you think Ty Simpson's gonna win the Heisman.
I don't necessarily think that, so I don't know. He might be a finalist, but I don't know that he's for sure going to win it. But anyway, regardless, so we talked about how Tennessee does have a high-powered offense, especially under Josh Heupel, and they're getting it done on that side. But on the other hand, I don't think there's been a quarterback that's thrown over 200 yards against Alabama, at least in the big games. You know, Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt was supposed to do that. Didn't happen. Bo out in Missouri didn't happen. Gunnar Stockton, say what you want about him, didn't happen. So
Castellanos didn't.
stout. Castellanos didn't. I think he ran for over
1,000 yards.
so I think total it was over 200. But yeah, as far as passing goes, they've been pretty decent against some of these quarterbacks that were supposed to go in and destroy them in the air. So that's going to be tough. And then, you know, Bama at home, they look like a completely different team than what we saw against Florida State. I don't know if that was, you know, a hangover or week one jitters. I don't know. But from everything that I'm seeing, I think Alabama's going to win this game. Oh, damn. I did it again. $50 fine.
That's
$50
100.
fine.
He's at 100, man.
Come on. Just find me.
He's at 100.
Just find me.
Tisk.
I mean,
So-
it is what it is. It is what it is.
But yeah, so we're gonna find out. You know, this is a week of high-powered. It seems like some high-powered offenses. You know, passing game where these guys, hey, these dudes are cooking like they ready for the NFL. They coming out here cooking through the pass game. You know, so Tennessee, Bama. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think Bama's might have the edge in this one, but I ain't gonna make my pick yet because I don't want to do what he just did. Bring up the super chats before we move on again. I think we have one or two more.
That one right there.
B-Man says, appreciate the $2 and Coach Moore we trust. That's all we can do right now. You know, if you whether you don't trust him or you do, because this is the thing, and I'm gonna move on if we got another one or whatever. People that don't trust him, let's say Michigan comes out and blows Washington out or gives them a controlled butt whooping. People gonna gain that trust right back in Sharon. You know what I'm saying? College football fans are a fickle bunch. They change from week to week. We're emotional. You know, you tell your girlfriend, stop being emotional. That's how we are. We're emotional about the game and week to week. So let's get it. We got number 10 LSU at number 17 Vanderbilt. Like I just said, we got some explosive offenses. You got Vanderbilt's explosive offense and going against LSU's elite defense. Diego Paiva. That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Do you say it like that?
Diego.
Diego.
Do you say it like that?
He's
That's how
my
you're supposed to
friend.
say it.
Diego.
Yes, my friend Diego is lighting him up. Yeah.
We about to get canceled, bro.
I'm like, oh man, yeah. But you know, their offense is cooking. You know, it's a lot to deal with. If you're not playing fundamentally sound football, you're gonna have problems. Lucky for LSU, they have a pretty good defense. So we're gonna see the different styles. Who wins? You know, who wins? I always like to take fundamental defense over anything. That's just me. I'm a defensive type of guy. And then you got Garrett Nussmeier with LSU. LSU doesn't run the ball very well, but Nussmeier, they said in Sharon we trust. In Nussmeier we trust. We're gonna put it on your back, bro. We're gonna win and lose with you in this passing game. So what you got? These are the matchups, you know. And a dangerous mismatch, we got Trey Green. He had a huge game last week for LSU. Will he back it up? You know, we know they're gonna put it on Nussmeier and the receivers and the tight ends. So let's see. Josh, what you got?
So is Garrett Nussmeier actually injured? Has he been injured since the preseason? I don't know. That's such a weird
He's
thing to me
always
that they
hurt,
keep
but he's
kinda-
out there.
They keep bringing that up as if like it's been affecting him all season. It doesn't seem like it really has been. Again, you pretty much touched on the talking points that I wanted to talk about. LSU's lack of a running offense, and at the same time, I don't know that I necessarily believe in Vanderbilt all like that. I think Diego came back for another year, and it's for naught. It's for what? Why? So that you can go through the SEC gauntlet of LSU and some other teams that you've already lost to? I don't know. I don't really believe in them.
No? Okay. M3, what you got? What you got?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Josh. Like, Pavia and Vanderbilt is always a good story. I don't think that coach is going to be there long after this season, if he's there at all after this season, because somebody's going to pluck him. He's a good coach. Obviously, he's proven that. And on the other hand, though, LSU, their offense has been anemic this year compared to other, past years, and their defense has really been decent, which is weird since Brian Kelly's been there, right? That being said, I think, having Vanderbilt be a favorite in a game like this, again, I don't know what Vegas knows. They obviously know something because they're not in the business of losing money. Let me point that out. But this one doesn't feel right either. I'll just leave it at that. Nussmeier, I mean, whatever. He was a preseason Heisman favorite. He hasn't necessarily played like that. He hasn't played like that. Not even necessarily. He hasn't played like a preseason Heisman favorite. And again, Pavia is just a good story. And, if he wins today, it'll be a better story. But then what? I don't know. So that's what I got for it.
Got you. Maniac, what you think about this matchup?
Yeah, man. Again, another SEC. I hate that chant, bro. But so you have, look, LSU offensively, Kakaduru. Now Vanderbilt's not your doormat anymore. When you play Vanderbilt, you say, yo, we're gonna implement 7 new plays on them. This is practice right here. But they're not. As much as Diego Pavia, man, when you look at him in the Alabama game, he was playing well. Where he went wrong was in the red zone, man. They turned it over in the red zone against Alabama. They was having success moving the ball. So that's going to be the thing. Can Pavia, against a tough defense like LSU, can he protect the ball at home is going to be the key. Because I think they're going to move the ball on LSU. Not consistently, but they will. And when they get those opportunities, they got to convert. This is another 50-50. I know it's 1.5. That's pretty much a pick-em game. So I'm not really mad. It's only, I guess, Vanderbilt because they at home. And plus, they just respecting them as a team now. But, it's you just don't know, man, week to week. That's the beauty about this year. Johnny mentioned it. This is arguably one of the greatest seasons in college football so far, regular season wise. We don't know what the playoffs hold. This should be a goodie. LSU's offense better show up, man. They're not gonna win scoring 13, 14 points on the road. So it's gonna be interesting, man, how this one plays out. And a big game for Brian Kelly, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This another big time matchup. All these good teams having to play each other, and like I always say, the SEC this year, especially, they're gonna beat up on each other. So it's survival of the fittest out there for real. I'm not sure who to take in this one. I guess we'll find out when we make our picks. I'll stamp it. So
yeah, we
go ahead. Go ahead.
We're making our picks at the end. Just for anybody asking, we our picks is at the end.
So we got the game of the week. We got Ole Miss.
No BYU, Utah.
It ain't on here.
Okay. That's all right.
So just like the Mormons. Forget the Mormons. Forget our Mormon fan base.
The Mormon Bowl. The Mormon Bowl.
It ain't on here. It ain't on.
It's
here.
It is now. We got a heading for it.
There you go.
So
Now, I don't know much about
y'all
these
wanna talk
teams,
about
I'll
it?
be honest,
Me
but
neither,
we're gonna
so-
talk.
I just
Yo,
want
you
to talk
did
about
all
it.
that advocating, but now you like, I don't really know about it.
I just want to talk about it because they both Mormons. And
The Holy War.
right, it's a
Yo.
holy war, and I got more wives than you. But let's talk about it. No disrespect, respectfully.
See,
Respect.
we're gonna get canceled. Let's move on to the game of the week.
All right, let's.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
We got number 5, Ole Miss at number 8, Georgia, 7.5. And they in the hedges. This is in Georgia, and this is not an easy place to play. You got Lane Kiffin, who has gotten Ole Miss to be respectable, but it's Lane Kiffin. They undefeated, so everybody's expecting them. They gonna drop one. Same thing that people were saying about Miami and Mario Cristobal. They're going to drop one. It's Miami. And then, lo and behold, Friday night, bing, bang, bong, big L. So you got Ole Miss, Trinidad Chamberlain. That's Trinidad James. Gold all in mine.
Hey,
Gold all in mine. You know what I'm saying?
don't believe me? Just watch.
Hey. You know,
Pop
we
the
got
Molly. I'm
Trinidad.
sweating.
Woo! You hear me? Let me calm down. We got Trinidad Chambliss, and he's out here cooking since he became the starter. He is out here balling, 1,200 yards, 7 TDs, 1 pick, 280 rushing yards, 3 TDs. This boy is putting on a show, so this is a lot to deal with. Georgia's defense, we think of Georgia, we think of defense. Not so much this year. So what will it be? When we think Georgia, we always think, man, Georgia, they a juggernaut, but not so much this year. So Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, they going to put them boys to the test. You know what I'm saying? But then you also got Georgia's running game versus Ole Miss run defense. Georgia will try to run that thing down your throat. Can Ole Miss stop them? The easiest thing you can do is turn around and hand that ball off. It ain't throwing it, it's turning around, handing it off. So you got these matchups. Once again, we got these different matchups. Who's got the advantage? Who's going to impose their will on the other team? What you got, Josh?
Whew, okay. Ole Miss seemed like they should have lost to Washington State last week. I don't know what the fuck that was. And then on the other side,
At home.
Georgia, you got Kirby Smart clapping on the field against Auburn. And then he probably should have lost to Tennessee, lost to Bama.
Probably should have lost to Auburn.
Is this the fraud bowl? Is this the fraud bowl?
Wow.
Between the two teams? I don't know. I'm not willing to put that stamp on it yet. But at the end of the day, it's in Georgia. Kirby Smart is that guy in most cases. So I don't know. We'll see.
What you got, Maniac?
Oh man, SEC.
Yo.
Yeah, that's the third. Yo, they giving us 3 goodies today. Shout to the SEC, man, this week for this, man. But yeah, remember last season, Georgia went into Ole Miss and they got a controlled butt whipping, as you would say. Lane Kiffin is the epitome of the James Franklin of the SEC. He looks good, and then in these games, he kind of folds. He's like laundry on Sunday. He going to fold. So we don't know what we going to get. You always got to go with the coach that's more experienced. You're right, Josh. Georgia, there's games where you're like, oh, they just barely got out of there. But that play against Auburn on the goal line, did that put something new into this team? They was about to go down 17-zip on the road. They end up getting that fumble. They went, they drove, they scored, end up winning that game in Auburn. This game, it's going to be physical. You don't know, Gunnar Stockton, we said it. No, he's nowhere near elite, but damn, he's a football player. He just remind me of an old school football player. He knows how to win. He knows how to play football. So it's going to be interesting on how this plays out. Look, man, and it's in Athens. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. But there should be a game, man. If Lane Kiffin really want respect, this is the game he needs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. M3, can you do something for me?
Hey, so yeah, I'm with the maniac here. Lane Kiffin needs to show improve, or else he's gonna be considered just, James Franklin. Who wants that tag, right? Outside of now, here's the upside of being James Franklin. You lose your job and they pay you a bunch of money to go away. So James Franklin sit on his couch. He could get college game day now and still be the richest man at the table. Hey, y'all check don't look like my check. Basically. Now, with that said, I mean, Lane Kiffin's a good coach, a great offensive mind, and all of that. And this is his opportunity, right, to back up a win against LSU. He did have a dogfight with Washington State, but throw that out the window. If you can back up that win with another top 10 win, another quality win, beating Georgia on the road, by the way, because that game against LSU was at home. If you go on the road, get a win like this against Georgia, now you are firmly in position in the SEC and going forward for the CFP. But the problem is we don't expect Lane Kiffin to do that, right?
Correct.
Kirby Smart has proven time and time again that he can win these types of games, even when the chips are against him. Bless you. And unless it's Bama. But that's neither here nor there. This is going to be a good game. I'm expecting a good one. This is another one where Vegas got me a little confused. I don't see a 7.5 point difference between these teams, but I also can see this game getting away from Ole Miss, which is weird, right? I don't think Georgia is 7.5 points better than Ole Miss, but I can see a reality where Georgia runs away from Ole Miss.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Got you. And that's the thing. It's about who do I believe in? Who do you believe in? Kirby's built up a lot of trust in a lot of college football fans, even though they, kind of a down year, but they still made the playoffs. They limped out, but he's still Kirby Smart, Right. Lane Kiffin, he's not at that level yet. People don't have that trust in him, even though they may have a better team. But you still think of him in the James Franklin kind of realm where, he gonna blow it. The Mario Cristobal kind of realm, they gonna blow it. So, hey, you want your respect. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you on that field. You better take it. You want some respect, Ole Miss? Take it. That's what you got to do, because you ain't gonna get no free respect over here. No, you got to pay for this in blood.
Yo.
In blood.
Yo, cool.
So that's the game of the week. What we got? What we doing? Are we doing the Heisman yet?
Heisman faves.
Heisman faves. Who we got in there? Mendoza. I think Mendoza's up there now.
He gotta
Indiana.
be. Gotta be.
I think he's up there. He's playing.
Definitely up
he's
there.
balling. Hey, that boy balling.
Yeah.
What's the other dude? He just slipped.
Julian Sand.
Stop it. Actually, Julian, I gotta give Julian Sand some credit. He's very accurate.
He's
Very accurate, but they gotta open up the playbook for him.
I gotta see. I mean, he can be. I wouldn't. I mean, if you put in like 5 players, I mean, I think he'll be the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
Jeremiah
Maeva.
Smith, Arville Reese.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith don't have the stats.
Jeremiah Smith is
Now.
not on the list, bro.
Now,
When is he gonna get the stats?
He's not on the list.
by the
Makai
end of the
Lemon,
season,
though.
he's gonna be a
Makai
1,000+
Lemon is
yard-
on the list.
Okay,
Makai Lemon putting up numbers. The Heisman is about numbers.
because that's
I
all
get
they
it.
have in USC.
I
No, it's
get
not.
it, Josh.
No, it's
but this
We
is
can give you
numbers.
3 running. They went 3 running backs deep on us. Their third running back ran for like 200 yards.
You gotta have the numbers for this one.
They went
you know?
crazy.
Maeva out here cooking too.
That's fair. He throws a
Well,
lot
and
of
tonight,
I
and
can't say
Johnny-
he throws a lot. He did throw picks against Michigan. Threw a pick
And
against-
tonight it is a big one. It's a prime time game, so everybody's watching again. Everybody's going to be watching again. If he could get it done against Notre Dame on the road, then bro,
Right.
his stock is going to skyrocket.
What about
without a
CJ
doubt.
Carr? Where y'all feel CJ Carr is not
The
there?
losses.
He had
the
his
losses are
chance.
too big.
Bro, we
Yeah.
can't do the losses because Jaden Daniels won this thing with like 3 or 4 losses.
But you know he had the big time stats
Right,
though.
right.
So if you got losses, you got to have big time stats like Robert Griffin, like
Right.
Jaden. You know that's
Even
the way
Robert
it
though, I
goes.
think they only lost 1 game, right?
Was
that
it one
year
or was
he won it.
two?
I think he lost 1 that year. Baylor
Yeah,
lost like
yeah.
1 that year.
And
Griffin.
especially for you OSU fans or anybody that wants a wide receiver to win it, you got to put up some real numbers as a receiver
Right.
to win the
Yeah,
Heisman.
yeah.
It was Devontae Smith was the last one.
He was
He
going
had
crazy
20-some
too.
TDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they not and listen, if I'm OSU, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my
I
language.
really don't.
I just
really
want to
don't.
win. You
Yeah,
know, so I get it. So it ain't about y'all could keep your Heisman, right? Josh?
Realistically, I think they're all playing team ball. I said this in a video before. I think they're all playing for a common goal as opposed to individual accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
That's a team. That's the team. That's
Agree.
the goal.
That's fair. Y'all
Agreed.
taking y'all trying to take the sauce? All right.
I mean, we're
So
winning
are
the whole
there
thing. That's
any
all I know.
is there any sleepers that y'all have for Heisman? A sleeper right now?
I really think Fernando is
I think
as long as they keep doing what they're doing, I think he's going to be the guy.
Bryce Underwood, my sleeper.
You don't believe that?
I got
He gonna
Bryce.
need Michael's secret stuff to get
Yo!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yo, damn it,
Somebody
man.
said Justice Haynes, but
Has a better shot at it than Bryce.
he missed missed half of that last game.
Yeah,
And
he
then
might have.
this week he's probably not gonna play. So
Yeah,
So they
that's
don't
probably gonna
they
be
haven't
right.
he's not ruled out, but he is a game time decision. Marlon Klein is ruled out. Again, he hasn't recovered from that ankle, bro. Just transfer. That's it. Like, bro,
Didn't y'all get Hogan Hansen back or no? Am I tripping?
he's just bro. We
Just
this year,
transfer is
yo, bro,
crazy.
our team is made out of glass this year, bro. Everybody hurt. We get
Yeah,
into a physical game, 4 players are hurt. Like, come on. Like, this is crazy.
so are y'all ready? Are
He
y'all
like
ready
off
to
the screen rant.
don't get him
Let's
started?
get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it
It's
easy. Yeah.
It's
All right,
almost
man.
game time.
Let's get to
So,
these
what
pick'ems.
we got
man.
next? We got the pick'ems, and then we're gonna get money with Josh.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We ain't
What's the
got
list?
no music for the pick'ems.
No, we just waiting for the list. Maze, you gonna put it on the screen or no?
Oh, we got
Oh, we-
okay. So the first one is this one. Here we go. USC,
Okay.
Notre Dame, 9.5 point favorites. Notre Dame. What we thinking?
I got USC.
Okay.
I
No,
want
no.
I want to go. I'm going USC, man, but bum ass Notre Dame, bum ass Irish. I just could see it, and we gotta deal with bum ass Notre Dame bot for another week, man. Unfortunately,
Who you got, Josh?
I'm going Notre Dame. Unfortunately,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm going Notre Dame as well. I think Marcus Freeman is actually going to coach up for this game as opposed to the other 2 games that he should have won and lost. So
I'm with Johnny. I'm going USC. They gotta have it.
I hope so.
Give me
I
USC.
hope so.
All right. The next one up, LSU versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt 1.5 point favorites. What we thinking?
Oh,
Diego, you don't want Diego?
I ain't gonna trust you, Diego. So LSU, give me LSU. It's hard for me to pick Vandy. I think I picked them against Bama and they burnt me. So
Yeah.
Diego, I do not trust you with my bread. My egg anymore. So I got LSU. Give me Brian Kelly.
Yeah, man. This is a tough one, man. This is absolutely a pick 'em. This game can 100% go either way, man. I don't know if LSU's offense was consistent. This is a slam dunk for me, LSU. But since they're not and they on the road, man, I just don't know. But I do have to pick, so I'm gonna go and say Diego, come bring it home to grandma.
Let's go.
Josh, what you got?
Nah, man, I'm going LSU. I think your boy Diego doesn't have the cojones to win this game. Nah, give me LSU.
Yeah. I'm also going LSU. You know, Diego, my friend. I just can't do it. My friend. I can't do it. Give me LSU, man.
Yeah.
Next up, Washington at Michigan. Michigan is actually 5.5 point favorites, although it looks like they are underdogs right there. 5.5 point favorites to win this game. What y'all think?
Michigan 5.5. Michigan by 50.
Hey,
By 50,
You don't
Josh.
believe that? You don't believe
By
that?
50.
You don't believe that?
You get nothing all around.
Yeah.
Michigan shows up. Shows
You want to
the
know how I
culture.
know you
Is
don't
it-
believe that? You went back to wearing scarlet again.
Ooh.
again. When was
no,
that?
this is red. It's red. Y'all call it scarlet.
You went
This
to
is
wear,
red.
Josh,
you went to
and
wear
this is
maize,
America.
and then you went back.
Josh, you got a problem with America, Josh?
No, I don't.
You hate America?
My
You got a
team,
problem with
my
America?
team is all about America. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got
This is
y'all got
American
blue. Y'all got blue.
flag,
Y'all got
buddy.
blue. Y'all got
Hey,
blue.
hey,
Yeah,
buddy,
come on, bro.
this is American flag. If you don't like it, you can get the F out of here.
Ohio State is America's team.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah,
You stole that,
America's
you stole that
Yeah.
from John. I mean, Jim.
Bucko.
No, I didn't.
Jim
America.
Harbaugh said Michigan was America's team.
This is America's team.
Oh.
This is our flag. You don't like it, you and your Buckeyes can get the heck out of here, mister.
You can go
Crazy.
back. You can go back to Jupiter, where you came from.
Yeah,
Yo.
get out of here.
All right. 20v1 today. Okay, I see what it is. See how it is.
Go ahead, Josh. What you got?
Look, man. 20v1. Give me the Huskies.
Be respectful.
Huskies. Give me the Huskies. Jonah Coleman, 200 yards. Damon Williams, 100 yards rushing, 200 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. Give me the Huskies.
Yo. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
5
Maniac.
touchdowns is crazy.
5 touchdowns is wilding.
5
bro.
touchdowns is insane. I'll
man,
take
listen.
my step off that ledge.
Hey, listen, you know, say it with your chest. Michigan today, Michigan. Yo, listen, we gotta be real with ourselves, man. As fans, even looking outside, taking off the Michigan glasses. Very winnable game for Michigan. We know they can't beat Washington, man. But in my pregame, I went with Michigan, so I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go Michigan, man. But I think it's either Michigan wins a close one or Washington, bro, just closes the cat. Right now, we in the casket. Michigan is in the casket. They just waiting for that one team to close it. And it might be today. I hope it's not. But please don't close the casket on the season, because we lose again, it's over. But look, man, I'm Michigan, and being that we home, that's just giving me that little light, that light of hope. So let's get it done, fellas. I'm going Michigan. I'm shit. I'm in this 27-20. I'm like shit. 27-21.
All right. I'm gonna stand up in it like a champ up in it, be up in it so long, get my calls transferred. Okay,
Hey,
so
this-
I
too
picked
early for
Michigan. I picked Michigan in my preview. I'm sticking with it. Not only did I pick Michigan in my preview, I said they would cover this spread, and I'm sticking with it. 33-24 Michigan in the big house. This is a big time win for Michigan. Sharon Moore gets it done. Don't tweet me after the game. Win
Who's
or
scoring
lose,
33?
especially if
who's-
they lose.
Who's scoring 33 for y'all?
What you mean? We almost
Where's that
averaging 30 a game.
Bro,
Where's that
Bryce,
33? Oh, you know what?
Bryce,
Washington's
Bryce
defense.
is winning the
Washington's defense.
Heisman. He got
Chill
40
out.
touchdowns.
Washington's
Chill
defense.
out. We
You know what?
we averaging
That's
30
fair.
points a game this year.
Washington's defense. I'll give you that.
Chill. All right. Let's get it. The next one, game of the week. By the way, Josh finally took an L. Johnny, go ahead.
Thank you. So I am. What am I? I'm still 2 behind him. I done had a little bad
Right.
loss.
I still got a nice
Yeah.
little buffer.
I was right behind him, and then you know how it goes. You pick a couple wrong, hey,
And we all lost. We all went Oregon.
Yeah.
you need to lose
Well
some
said.
more.
Nah, it's not happening.
Okay, but Ole Miss Georgia, I'm going pick against the grain because I want to pick Georgia. I hate to pick against Georgia for whatever reason, maybe from what they did to us in the playoffs in 2021. But you said right. So give me Ole Miss. You know, give me
Okay.
Ole Miss. I'm gonna go against the grain of my better judgment and go Ole Miss.
Johnny trying to make up some points here.
Yeah.
We're gonna let Josh go last since he winning. Maniac.
So right now on the pick'em games of the week, I'm 3-6, man. 3-6, man. So it's not looking good. But this is look. I'm gonna go. I gotta go with what works, man. I think this is a winnable game for Ole Miss without a doubt, man. But I'm going Kirby, man. I gotta go Kirby at home. They want that get back. Ole Miss beat them last season. They kind of made a mockery of them. You know, Georgia still went ahead, won the SEC, and they still got that ahead of them. Yeah, man. It's going to be a goodie. These games, they so evenly matched in the SEC this year, man, that no one is clear-cut above anyone. Give me Georgia with a J. Georgia.
No
Them
doubt.
three.
I'm gonna go with Georgia here too. I just think I believe in Kirby a little more than I believe in Lane. In fact, let me repeat. I believe in Kirby a lot more than I believe in Lane. I do think Lane has an opportunity here though. But I think Georgia gets it done. It's just a consistent program. They've been consistently good for a long time now. And I think they get it done at home.
Josh,
right.
don't pick wrong.
I want to echo everything that Mays just said. It's pretty much spot on. I don't really believe in Lane Kiffin, and I do believe in Kirby Smart to get it done. It's at home for Georgia. Georgia's going to bring some intensity, some aggression, and Ole Miss. You know what I mean? They play with their food sometimes. Like Kentucky, 30-23. LSU 19-24. It's close games. Georgia's going to win those close games. And the added factor of Georgia might run away with this game at some point. So I'm going Georgia. I'm going Georgia Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. And the Bama game, right? That's the last one. And then
We did
that's
that one, right?
No, we didn't do Bama. No,
Yeah,
we
we
didn't do
did.
Bama. No.
No, I thought we did.
Now we didn't.
Damn. Okay.
Real quick, let's go and run through these real quick. Give me Bama. I think Bama's playing well. I think they're gonna do what they have to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me Bama. Give me Bama as well.
Yeah.
Give me Bama. Give me Bama. I got Bama.
Blitz, Bama, blitz. I don't care.
Roll
nothing but
Tide.
Roll
Don't give a piss about nothing
Hey,
but the
wait,
Tide.
You know, it's about
Roll
nothing but the
Tide.
Tide.
Roll Tide. It's good.
Damn, that's America's team right there. America. Roll Tide, brother.
America. That's
Roll
America's team.
We got Get Money with Josh. Last segment.
Get it.
This is America, and a whole bunch of Buckeye propaganda. We gonna get money with
Buckeye propaganda. It's
we gonna
crazy.
get money with Josh.
Hey, so I just want to let y'all know the Tims in the segment is the original Black Carhartt. All right. Sharon Moore got his ideas from me. You feel me? We about to go to work. We about to go to work, baby. Get this money. Get this money. Nah, man. Just like last week, this is definitely a positive spread take. I like you know, the LSU Vanderbilt game, the Tennessee Alabama game, the Ole Miss Georgia game. Those are all games that you can take positive spreads on. And obviously, if one team wins, that's cool. But you know, you still got close games, right? So I don't know who you want to pick in those games. The underdog is the likely choice, but Georgia Tech over Duke. Michigan, man. I don't know. I want to say you could probably take Michigan against Washington, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I put
You
wouldn't
didn't
touch
take
that.
Michigan over Washington. What are you talking
No, I
about?
meant the positive spread. I don't know if it's gonna be a
Okay.
close game or not. So I don't know about that one. But also OSU, Wisconsin. Always take OSU on the spread. Take
What's the
OSU on
spread for you guys?
I think it's 25 and a half.
Take it.
If I'm not mistaken.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
So get
Y'all
get
gonna
out
win
there
at
and
least
get some
by
money.
35.
You know what I mean?
Get this
Like
money
they-
on.
Get this
Get it.
money on.
Oh yeah, we didn't even really talk about Utah BYU. So
Yeah.
that's another one though. Positive spread. Take
Here
that.
we go.
Utah could go
Take
and,
that.
and get this win.
Getting
that.
money with Josh.
Get money with Josh, y'all. So that's all we got for y'all. Y'all, that was another banger. We got. So remember, subscribe to the Maze Madman. Subscribe to Go Blue Maniac. Subscribe to A House Divided, and also Back of the Bus. Remember, this is Saturday in America. You know, we get down and we gonna have our fun. USA.
OSU. OSU. OSU.
Let's go. Till next time.
Go Bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen,